You smile when I walk towards you, like you've been waiting all day. I tried to find the perfect words, but they all disappeared away. We wandered through the evening, past the lights along the street. You told me about your dreams, and somehow everything felt complete. Maybe it was more than timing, more than just a lucky day. 'Cause every little step beside you made the world feel far away. Maybe this is where we both belong, walking underneath the evening sky. You beside me and me beside you, no need to wonder why. Maybe this is where we both belong, where every little moment feels so right. Two hearts finding their own rhythm underneath the city lights. We stopped beside a little bookstore. You showed me your favorite page. I smiled because you remembered the story I'd mentioned yesterday. Then we sat outside together, watching people hurry by. You laughed at something I whispered, and I couldn't stop smiling. It wasn't about perfection, it was the way you understood. You didn't have to change a thing, you simply made the moment good. Maybe this is where we both belong, walking underneath the evening sky. You beside me and me beside you, no need to wonder why. Maybe this is where we both belong, where every little moment feels so right. Two hearts finding their own rhythm underneath the city lights. Maybe being made for each other means listening when words get hard, remembering the little details, respecting each other's dreams, laughing through the ordinary days, and knowing that someone will always appreciate who you really are. Maybe this is where we both belong, not because everything is perfect here, but because every honest conversation makes the future feel less unclear. And maybe this is where we both belong, and maybe that's enough for now. Two hearts, two dreams, one connection, learning what forever could mean. The evening became midnight, the street lights started fading, but neither of us wanted to say goodbye. See your favorite color in the sunset after rain. Hear your favorite song playing and remember your smile again. I passed the little cafe where we talked until it closed, and suddenly that ordinary corner feels like somewhere only we know. It's funny how a person can become part of your day, not by taking over everything, but by changing little things along the way. I keep finding you in every little thing, in the songs I hear, in the memories they bring, in the evening lights, in the quiet streets, in every place where our two worlds meet. I keep finding you in every little thing, and somehow it makes my whole heart sing. Maybe that's how I know it's true. The world keeps giving me reasons to think of you. You remember how I take my coffee, I remember your favorite view. You ask about the dreams I mention, and I always ask about yours too. We walk beneath the evening sky, talking about the lives we'll lead. You tell me what you're hoping for, and I listen because I care. It's more than just a passing feeling, more than butterflies at the start. It's the quiet kind of closeness that settles gently in your heart. I keep finding you in every little thing, in the songs I hear, in the memories they bring, in the evening lights, in the quiet streets, in every place where our two worlds meet. I keep finding you in every little thing, and somehow it makes my whole heart sing. Maybe that's how I know it's true. The world keeps giving me reasons to think of you. Maybe we're made for each other, not because destiny promised our names, but because we choose to listen, choose to understand, choose to celebrate each other's dreams, choose to stay kind when life gets complicated. That's the romance I believe in. I keep finding you in every little thing, and every memory feels like spring, in every sunset, every song, every view. There's another little reason I smile at you. I keep finding you in every little thing, and now I finally understand. Sometimes someone becomes special, not in one dramatic moment, but in 1,000 tiny moments you never planned. The city keeps moving, the seasons keep changing, and somehow I keep finding you. I don't know when it happened, maybe somewhere between the last, between the little conversations and the afternoons that passed. You started knowing my quiet moments, I started knowing yours. We found a kind of comfort I never felt before. I don't need a perfect reason, I don't need the stars to prove. Every ordinary day feels different when I'm spending it with you. You feel like home to me, like somewhere I can breathe, like every road I've ever taken was bringing you to me. You feel like home to me in every smile you give. If this is what a real romance feels like, it's the sweetest way to live. We walk beneath the evening lights, talking about our dreams. You tell me what you're hoping for, I tell you what mine mean. You laugh when I get nervous, I smile when you look away. We make the simplest moments feel brighter than yesterday. Maybe we're not perfect people, maybe life won't always be easy, but having someone who understands you makes every moment feel more meaningful. You feel like home to me, like somewhere I can breathe, like every road I've ever taken was bringing you to me. You feel like home to me in every smile you give. If this is what a real romance feels like, it's the sweetest way to live. Maybe it's not about forever or promises we can't explain. Maybe it's choosing kindness again and again, remembering the little things, listening when the other speaks, and finding happiness in seeing someone you care about happy. You feel like home to me, and somehow I understand. Some people enter your life and change the way you see the world. You feel like home to me, and I hope you always know, whatever tomorrow brings, I'm grateful that our paths crossed. No perfect ending, no perfect start, just two people who found something genuine. I saw you waiting by the doorway, golden light across your face. For a second I forgot the words I'd practiced on the way. You smiled like you already knew exactly what I'd never say. And suddenly the crowded room felt miles and miles away. Maybe that's what pulled me closer, not a moment made for sure, just the way you made me feel, like somehow you already knew me. When our into something I could never forget. Our eyes met again. I felt that familiar glow. Maybe some hearts recognize each other before they even know. We walk beneath the evening lights, sharing stories on the way. You remembered all the little things I'd mentioned yesterday. We stopped beside a quiet park, the city glowing through the trees. You laughed about an old mistake, and I laughed because you made me. It wasn't only butterflies, it wasn't just the spark, it was feeling understood without explaining every part. When our eyes met again, everything felt right. Your smile turned an ordinary evening into something I could never forget. Some hearts recognize each other before they even know. Maybe we're made for each other in the simplest kind of way. You listen when I talk, I remember what you say. You cheer for my dreams, I cheer for yours. And every day we discover another reason to care. When our eyes met again, I knew I'd found something true. Not a perfect fairy tale, just a beautiful connection with you. When our eyes met again, the whole it's finding someone who feels right to you. The room became crowded again. The music grew louder. But I still remembered the moment our eyes met. We don't always say the same things, but somehow we understand. You know when I need a little quiet, I know when you need my hand. We laugh at our little secrets, we remember each other's dreams. Even ordinary afternoons feel brighter than they seem. Maybe that's what makes it different. Maybe that's what makes it true. Out of all the roads we could have taken, somehow mine led me to you. Two hearts, one rhythm, two stories, finding the same page. Every little moment with you feels like we're turning a new page. Two hearts, one rhythm, not perfect, but somehow right. When I look at you and smile, the whole world feels alive. We walked beneath the evening lights, talking until the stars appeared. You tell me things you rarely share, and I listen because I care. You remember my favorite places, I remember your favorite song. We make each other laugh so easily, like we've known each other all along. The first spark became a friendship, the friendship became something deep, and every little memory is one I wanna keep. Two hearts, one rhythm, two stories finding the same page. Every little moment with you feels like we're turning a new page. Two hearts, one rhythm, not perfect, but somehow right. When I look at you and smile, the whole world feels a little more alive. Maybe we're made for each other, not because we're exactly the same, but because we give each other space to dream, to grow, to change. You bring your world, I'll bring mine, and somewhere in between we build something beautiful. Two hearts, one rhythm, two people choosing to stay through every laugh and quiet moment, through every ordinary day. Two hearts, one rhythm, and somehow I always knew if there's one person I'd want beside me, I'd choose the one who feels like you. Two different stories, one beautiful connection. Two hearts finding the same rhythm. We walked into the room that evening, and somehow everything felt still. I heard you laughing with your friends and wondered who you were. We started talking after sunset about the places we'd someday see. You told me about your biggest dream, and I couldn't stop smiling. Maybe it was just the timing, maybe it was something more, but every little conversation made me wanna know you better. I knew it was you the moment we started talking, not because the world stood still, but because my heart felt understood. I knew it was you, the person I wanted to know, someone who could make an ordinary evening feel like somewhere I belong. We walked beneath the city lights, sharing stories on the way. You remembered something I'd mentioned and brought it up another day. We laughed about our little habits, talked about our favorite songs. Every conversation felt so easy, like we'd known each other all along. The spark was only the beginning. The deeper feeling came with time. Every thoughtful little moment made the connection come alive. I knew it was you the moment we started talking. Not because the world stood still, but because my heart felt understood. I knew it was you, the person I wanted to know. Someone who could make an ordinary evening feel like somewhere I belong. Maybe being made for someone isn't about finding perfection. It's finding someone who listens, someone who remembers, someone who makes you laugh, someone who respects your dreams and lets you be yourself. I knew it was you, not from some perfect sign. I knew it through the little things that happened over time. I knew it was you, and now I understand. Sometimes the most beautiful romance begins when two people say feelings seldom unsaid. The evening ended, the conversation didn't, and neither of us wanted to be the first to leave. Maybe we were meant to meet on an ordinary afternoon, when neither one was looking for something quite this true. You laughed at something I said, I tried to hide the way I smiled. We talked until the evening came, then stayed another while. And now I see the little signs I never understood. How every road I walked before was leading where you stood. If it was always you, then maybe every wrong turn made sense. Every lonely afternoon, every road that brought me here. If it was always you, I don't need a perfect reason why. Somehow when I'm next to you, everything feels right. We share our favorite places, our little hopes and dreams. You know what makes me laugh the most, I know what your silence means. We walk beneath the evening sky, your stories filling up the air. I look at you and wonder how I got so lucky to be there. The spark became a friendship, the friendship became trust, and somewhere in between them we found something beautiful. If it was always you, then maybe every wrong turn made sense. Every lonely afternoon, every road that brought me here. If it was always you, I don't need a perfect reason why. Somehow when I'm next to you, everything feels right. Maybe being made for someone doesn't mean you're all exactly the same. Maybe it's finding someone who understands your heart and respects the dreams Someone you can laugh with, someone you can trust, someone you genuinely choose. If it was always you, then I'd choose this road again. Every step, every memory, every beginning and every end. If it was always you, then I'll finally understand. Sometimes two hearts find each other, 'cause they were ready to meet at exactly the right time. Maybe it was chance, maybe it was timing, maybe it was something we'll never explain. But I'm glad our paths cross. You know the words I'm about to say, I know the smile you're trying to hide. We laugh at things nobody else gets, and somehow our worlds fit side by side. You tell me stories from your childhood, I remember every little part. You trust me with the things you don't say, and I keep them safely in my heart. Maybe it's more than coincidence, maybe timing brought us through, because every little piece of this feels natural when I'm with you. Like we were written together, like two pages of the same story. Every road somehow led us here, every moment made this feel more real. Like we were written together, not perfect, but perfectly true. If there's a place my heart belongs, I think it found that place with you. We walk beneath the evening light, sharing stories on the way. You remember what I told you about my dreams the other day. We stopped beneath the quiet moon, neither wanting to say goodbye. You smile and say see you tomorrow, and I carry that smile through the night. It's not just the butterflies, it's not just the way you shine, it's how you make me feel understood without needing perfect lines. Like we were written together, like two pages of the same story. Every road somehow led us here, every moment made this feel more real. Like we were written together, not perfect, but perfectly true. If there's a place my heart belongs, I think it found that place with you. Oh, maybe being made for each other isn't about being identical. It's knowing when to listen, knowing when to laugh, supporting each other's dreams and making room for both hearts to grow. That's the kind of romance I want you. Like we were written together, two hearts finding the same rhythm. Every ordinary day feels brighter because you're somewhere in it. Like we were written together, and somehow it feels so true. Maybe the most beautiful love story isn't written in the stars, it's written in the little things we do. One story, and somehow the pages keep bringing us closer. You finish every sentence before I find the words to say. You know the little things I notice. You somehow read my face. We can sit and talk for hours, or say nothing for a while, and somehow both feel natural when you're sitting by my side. Maybe it isn't coincidence, maybe some things just align. Out of all the people in the world, somehow your heart found mine. Maybe we were made for each other, maybe that's why it feels so right. You bring out the best in me, I bring your smile to life. Maybe we were made for each other, not because we're perfect alone, but because when we're together, somehow it feels like home. You know when I need a little space, I know when you need someone near. We celebrate each other's dreams and make the hard days easier. You remember what I'm hoping for, I remember what you fear, and every little act of kindness makes the connection feel more real. Maybe love isn't finding someone who completes every missing part. Maybe it's finding someone who understands your heart. Maybe we were made for each other, maybe that's why it feels so right. You bring out the best in me, I bring your smile to life. Maybe we were made for each other, not because we're perfect alone, but because when we're together, somehow it feels like home. You have your dreams, I have mine, but somehow they can stand together. You have your way, I have mine, and somehow we understand each other better. That's what makes it beautiful, not being exactly the same, but choosing to care about the person standing beside you. Maybe we were made for each other, maybe that's what brought us here. Through every laugh and every little moment, through every hope and every fear, maybe we were made for each other. And if tomorrow changes our view, I'll still be grateful for the moment when I found someone like you. Maybe it was timing, maybe it was chance, maybe it was simply two people finding something real. Whatever brought us together, I'm glad it did. She walked beside him through the evening, golden lights across the road. He noticed how she smiled at strangers, how she made the whole world glow. They stopped beside a quiet garden, talking underneath the moon. She told him all her little secrets. He wished the night would end too soon. There was something in the silence, something neither had to prove. Every little look between them made the feeling stronger too. Where your heart meets mine, everything falls into place. Every little smile feels different, every moment holds your name. Where your heart meets mine, I can feel how close we've grown. Maybe we were meant to find a love that feels like coming home. They shared a quiet table by the window. Rain was painting lines outside. She reached across to show him something. Their laughter filled the night. He remembered her favorite flowers, she remembered his favorite song. Little things became their language, and the hours disappeared before too long. It wasn't only about attraction, it was deeper than the spark. They were learning one another by the way they opened up their hearts. Where your heart meets mine, everything falls into place. Every little smile feels different, every moment holds your name. Where your heart meets mine, I can feel how close we've grown. Maybe we were meant to find a love that feels like coming home. A slow walk after sunset, 2 warm drinks beneath the stars. Her favorite song playing softly, his jacket keeping out the cold. A little laugh, a lingering goodbye, a promise to meet again tomorrow. That's the romance, not something perfect, but something real that keeps giving 2 hearts another reason to stay close. Where your heart meets mine, even ordinary moments shine. Every conversation feels like something neither wants to leave behind. Where your heart meets mine, maybe that's where we belong. Not because the Lord is perfect, but because together feels so right. The lights faded slowly, the rain became quiet. Looking forward to seeing each other again. She stood beneath the station clock, holding 2 cups in her hands. He mentioned once he loved the sunrise, so she made an early plan. He arrived with sleepy eyes, then stopped when he saw her there. She smiled and handed him the warmer cup, like she'd been waiting all morning. No roses on the table, no perfect words to say, just someone remembering something small from a conversation yesterday. She waited for him in the morning while the whole city slept. She remembered what he told her, every little word he'd said. She waited for him in the morning just to watch the sunrise glow. And he realized in that moment how deeply he wanted her to know. They walked beside the quiet river, golden sunlight on the waves. She told him about her childhood. He listened like he had all day. A little breeze moved through her hair. She laughed and looked away. He smiled because the simplest moments were becoming his favorite days. The feeling wasn't just attraction, it was something built with care. Every thoughtful little gesture made the connection stronger there. She waited for him in the morning while the whole city slept. She remembered what he told her, every little word he'd said. She waited for him in the morning just to watch the sunrise glow. And he realized in that moment how deeply he wanted her to know. Maybe romance isn't always a candlelit room or a perfect night. Sometimes it's waking up early because someone mentioned they love the sunrise. Sometimes it's remembering, sometimes it's showing up, sometimes it's simply saying, I heard you. She waited for him in the morning, and the sunrise filled the sky. Two warm cups between their hands, two smiles they couldn't hide. She waited for him in the morning, and he finally understood the most beautiful kind of romance is when someone cares enough to remember what makes you happy. The city slowly woke, the morning turned bright, and they stayed there a little longer than they needed to pierce. She was standing by the bookstore, watching raindrops fill the street. He arrived with an old umbrella, smiling when their eyes would meet. They waited underneath the awning while the whole town turned to gray. She told him about her favorite place. He remembered it the next day. No one planned a perfect evening, no one knew where it would lead, but every little word between them felt like something they would keep. There was a rain between them and 1,000 things to say, two hearts underneath one shelter. watching silver skies turn gray. There was a rain between them, but somehow they felt closer too. Every drop became a memory, every memory led back to you. When the rain became a drizzle, they walked slowly down the road. She pointed toward the old bookstore. He remembered what she told him. They found a quiet little corner, shared their favorite stories there. She laughed at one of his bad jokes, and he smiled without a care. It wasn't just the first attraction, it was everything that came after. The listening, the little kindness, the laughter that lasted longer. There was a rain between them, and 1,000 things to say. Two hearts underneath one shelter, watching silver skies turn gray. There was a rain between them, but somehow they felt closer too. Every drop became a memory, every memory led back to you. Maybe romance is a rainy afternoon, a shared umbrella, a favorite book, a laugh that catches you by surprise. Someone remembering the smallest thing you said. Someone making an ordinary day feel worth remembering. There was a rain between them, but the feeling stayed warm. They found something beautiful inside an ordinary storm. There was a rain between them, and the evening slowly grew. What began beneath the gray sky became a memory recolored blue. The rain finally stopped. The streets began to shine, and somewhere in that quiet evening, their hearts had changed with time. The evening had gone quiet, the street was almost still. They stood outside a doorway, neither ready to leave yet. They talked about their childhood, their dreams and favorite songs. And every time she laughed that night, he wished the night was longer. She smiled and said, "See you tomorrow," like it was the easiest thing. He walked away a little slower, holding on to everything. It was the way she said goodnight, soft enough to stay inside his mind. One little smile beneath the porch light, one last look before goodbye. It was the way she said goodnight, like tomorrow couldn't come too soon. He walked home underneath the stars, still thinking about her. The next morning brought a message, a simple hope you slept okay. He smiled at the screen for a moment, then carried that feeling through the day. Later they met by the riverside, where the evening breeze was cool. She remembered every little story, and he loved that she always listened. The feeling wasn't just attraction. It had grown through every day. A little trust, a little laughter, 1,000 things they couldn't say. It was the way she said goodnight, soft enough to stay inside his mind. One little smile beneath the porch light, one last look before goodbye. It was the way she said goodnight, like tomorrow couldn't come too soon. He walked home underneath the stars, still thinking about her. Maybe romance lives in goodbyes, in the extra minute before someone walks away, in the message sent the next morning, in remembering the smallest details, and secretly hoping tomorrow feels just as beautiful. It was the way she said goodnight that made an ordinary evening shine. Nothing dramatic, nothing planned, just two hearts taking their time. It was the way she said goodnight, and the smile she left behind. Sometimes real romance begins quietly, with one simple goodbye that stays on your mind. The porch light faded, the street went quiet, but the feeling stayed until morning. You left your jacket in my car, so I kept it for the ride. You called me laughing 10 minutes later, saying, guess I'm coming back tonight. We stopped beside the corner store, bought our favorite drinks and walked. You told me about your biggest dream, I listened more than I talked. And somewhere in that ordinary evening, something beautiful came through. It wasn't just the way you smiled, I love the way I felt with you. That was the day we made it ours, turning little moments into stars, dancing underneath the parking lot lights, laughing until we lost track of time. That was the day we made it ours. No perfect words, no fancy plans, just your hand reaching out for mine, and two hearts learning how to understand. We sat beside the window talking while the evening turned to blue. You drew a little heart on the fog glass, and I couldn't stop smiling at you. Then the rain began to fall, so we waited underneath the roof. You said, I like nights like this, and I said, yeah, especially with you. The attraction was a spark, but the feeling had grown deeper. Every honest conversation made me wanna know you better. That was the day we made it ours, turning little moments into stars, dancing underneath the parking lot lights, laughing until we lost track of time. That was the day we made it ours. No perfect words, no fancy plans, just your hand reaching out for mine, and two hearts learning how to understand. smile when you said we didn't want the evening to end. That's what real romance felt like. Not something we had to create, just something we were already living. That was the day we made it ours, and I still remember every part. The rain, the laughter, your smile, the way it stayed a little while. That was the day we made it ours, and somehow everything felt new. If I could keep one ordinary evening, I'd keep that one with you. You came back for your jacket, we stayed talking instead. Somehow that became our favorite memory. She took the window seat that morning, sunlight dancing on the glass. He sat down beside her quietly, hoping the journey wouldn't pass too fast. They talked about their favorite places, the little things that made them smile. She showed him pictures from her travels, and he listened for a while. It wasn't some dramatic beginning, no perfect words were ever planned, just two people getting comfortable, learning how to understand. She was sitting by the window, he was smiling by her side. Every mile they traveled together made the whole world feel alive. She was sitting by the window, talking softly about her dreams, and somehow that simple journey became more beautiful than it seemed. The sunlight moved across the seats. She laughed at something on her phone. He noticed she had grown quieter, so he asked if she was okay. She told him about tomorrow, all the things she hoped to do. He didn't try to change her plans, he simply wanted to see them through. The attraction was just the beginning, the affection came along the way. Every honest little conversation made the feeling no grand confession, no perfect scene, just two people realizing how special simple moments can be. She was sitting by the window, and he remembered every word. The laughter, dreams, and little stories, everything they shared in her. She was sitting by the window, and the journey changed them both. Sometimes real romance begins quietly, with two people sharing a moment, neither wants to let go. The journey ended, the feeling didn't. Some memories stay beautiful because of who was sitting beside you. You left your sweater in my place, said you'd come back another day. I folded it beside the window, but somehow hoped you'd make me wait. We spent the afternoon together, talking about our favorite dreams. You laughed when I got distracted. I smiled at what your smile could mean. It wasn't just the way you looked or the butterflies at the start. I was falling for the little things that made you who you are. Your sweater in my room still carries the yesterday, a simple little memory that somehow wouldn't fade. Your sweater in my room and your voice inside my head. It's funny how an ordinary thing can make me miss the time we spent. You came back when the sky was golden. I met you halfway down the street. You reached for your sweater laughing, then stayed because you wanted to speak. We talked about our favorite places, the kind of future we could dream. You told me what made you happy, I told you what you meant to me. The spark had become affection, the affection had become trust. And somewhere in those little moments, something beautiful grew between us. Your sweater in my room still carries the yesterday, a simple little memory that somehow wouldn't fade. Your sweater in my room and your voice inside my head. It's funny how an ordinary thing can make me miss the time we spent. Maybe that's what makes romance real. Not expensive gifts, not perfect words, just little pieces of someone's day that become meaningful because they came from them. A sweater, a smile, a long conversation, a reason to see each other again. Your sweater in my room, and now I understand. It wasn't really about the sweater, it was about wanting you around. Your sweater in my room, a memory I back for your sweater. We talked for hours, and somehow I hoped you'd leave it there again. She always saved a seat beside her whenever they met after school. He'd walk in trying to hide his smile. She'd make the whole room feel brand new. She'd tell him how her day had gone. He'd remember every little part. And somewhere in those simple talks, she found a quiet place inside his heart. It wasn't loud, it wasn't perfect, nothing needed to be explained. She simply made a little space for him, and somehow everything had changed. She saved the place for him, right there beside her heart. And every little conversation, and every day they'd start. She saved the place for him where all his worries disappeared. And every time she said his name, he knew that she was dear. One evening they walked home together, the sunset turning streets to gold. She talked about the life she wanted, he listened like her dreams were gold. She stopped beside a quiet garden, pointed at flowers in the rain. He smiled because he'd heard her mention that same little garden days before. The attraction had been there from the beginning, but affection took its time. It grew through every thoughtful moment, every laugh, every quiet sigh. She saved the place for him, right there beside her heart. In every little conversation, and every day they'd start. She saved the place for him where all his worries disappeared. And every time she said his name, he knew that she was dear. Maybe love isn't one big moment, maybe it's the seats someone saves, the story they remember, the dream they don't forget, the smile they give you when you've had a difficult day. Maybe romance is simply making someone feel welcome in your world. She saved a place for him, and slowly he understood. The little things she did each day were saying what words never could. She saved a place for him, and he wanted to do the same. Not because the story was perfect, but because what they had felt genuine. The seat was waiting, the evening was young, and somewhere between two ordinary days, they became important to each other. waited by the garden gate. He arrived a little late. She laughed and shook her head, but smiled when she saw his face. They walked beneath the evening sky, talking about their favorite things. He remembered every little detail, she noticed everything. It wasn't just attraction, it wasn't only a spark. There was something warm and honest, growing quietly in their hearts. The way they looked at each other made the whole evening slow. Every little smile between them said more than they could show. The way they looked at each other made ordinary moments shine. Real romance was in the little things, growing stronger over time. They stopped beside a flower stand. She pointed out a favorite rose. He remembered the color she liked and smiled, because now he knows. They sat beneath the old oak tree, sharing stories from their lives. She laughed until her eyes got bright, and he couldn't help but smile. No perfect lines were necessary, no grand gesture had to come. They were simply being honest about what they had become. The way they looked at each other made the whole evening slow. Every little smile between them said more than they could show. The way they looked at each other made ordinary moments shine. Real romance was in the little things, growing stronger over time. A shared umbrella in the rain, a favorite song beneath the stars, a thoughtful message after a long day, remembering each other's hopes. That was their kind of romance. Not perfect, not exaggerated, just two people making each other feel valued. The way they looked at each other still stayed with them that night. Every laugh became a memory, every moment felt just right. The way they looked at each other wasn't something they could fake. Sometimes real romance grows quietly. Through every little choice two people make. The evening disappeared. The stars came out, but the feeling between them was only beginning.